in this very special day for Dbo and for me personally. I thank you all who are here today with me physically in Madrid, and all those who are joining via Zoom in the end instead of YouTube, unfortunately, I'm sorry. Today I'm going to walk you through the history of Dbo, my journey within the club, and what the new Dbo will look like, and what the future will look like for the club. So I will have my closest team to help me while I do so, and without any further ado, I'll get into it. Are you seeing me in the screen, right?
Yes, we can see you.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I wanted to make sure everything is okay. So let's get started. I'm going to walk you a bit through the history of Dbo. Back in 2017, Peter Redwin founded Global Gents. Global Gents was kind of an English-style gents club, and well, it was born in Mallorca. But soon after that, next year, 2018, Global Business Owners was created. It was the evolution of Global Gents. And it opened up to women, it started to expand internationally, and it started to open city hubs and city chapters in different countries. Those countries were mainly Germany, were Spain, France, the UK, and Monaco, and also Brazil. Then, slowly but surely was getting traction, and then it was when I joined the club. I was offered the opportunity to join the club. I received an invitation, as many of you here would have done. And then at first, I was a bit hesitant because it was something new for me, and I didn't know what it was about. But in the end, I decided that I wanted to give it a try. And in September 2018, I attended my first Gbo lunch, and I decided that I wanted to be a member of the club because I loved the idea that was that the club was about. Not long from there, like 2 months from there, I got the opportunity to, together with 3 other members, to become a shareholder of the club. So I took that opportunity and then started to be more and more involved in the club. And in August 2019, I became the president of the Madrid chapter. And it was there when I started to get more involved, hosting meetings, etc., and getting to know how the club was working. At the beginning of 2020, I became the CEO of the company, and it was at the same time that Henrik took the majority shareholder of the club, and I also took a significant share there. And 2 months after that, we decided that we wanted to invite more members to be also shareholders of the club in order to get a very stable core team that will help us. In that moment, we got 12 shareholders in the end, apart from Henrik and me. So we are now 12 shareholders of the club. And all this ends today, or begins today, because today we are launching the new Dbo, and that's why we are here today, to explain to you how we are planning to move forward. So, as I said, in 2018, Global Business Owners was born, was created. At first, the first months of 2018 were the months in which city chapters were opened in the countries I mentioned, Germany, UK, Brazil, etc. And the first members, the first founding members were joining those clubs. Many of those, one of those is still here today with us, are still today with us, those founding members. It was in 2019 when we had the first real growth and expansion. At the beginning of 2019, we were 100 members across the world, and we ended that year with 650 members. So that was quite a significant growth. And we were able to expand internationally to other countries like Italy, like the Netherlands, Switzerland, and many others. What happened at the beginning of 2020 was that we continued with that trend. We kept growing, and we peaked at 700 members in February 2020. Only in Madrid, we were more than 80 members, and we were chasing Mallorca to be the first club because that's where Dbo was born, and they were 95 members. So we were getting close. And then March 2020, I don't have to tell you what happened. The pandemic struck us, and being a club that believes in live, in-person networking as the core, our operations were completely stopped, unfortunately. It was then when we decided to pivot into a 100% virtual club with the spirit of trying to keep helping our members, to keep adding value and bringing value to our members. And we started rethinking what things we could add to that in-person meetings, so we bring value to the members. Unfortunately, some members, many of you today, maybe of you who are following this meeting via Zoom, were also impacted by COVID, and the lack of our core, which was live meetings, together with the impact of the pandemic, made us start losing members. We have been losing members and renewals since that moment until last month, where we ended with 440 members, down from 700. But well, every cloud has a silver lining, and we are seeing that now, as the vaccination rollout keep progressing, as restrictions get lifted, we are seeing a spike in member signups from places even like the Philippines, Argentina, and some other places around the world, many places, the Baltics including, and we are also seeing renewals increasing. Members are wanting to stay more than they wanted to stay when we're in lockdown, and we are even getting multi-year renewals. So now I'm happy to say that we are slowly but surely going back to the growth. We are now more than 460 members. And then 2021, the new Dbo starts today. So let's see. I'm going to discuss a bit what happened in 2020 during that period, during the pandemic. We had lots of time. Well, who didn't? We had time to make that transformation that I told you about into a 100% virtual club. We were, in a sense, forced to do that if we wanted to survive, because everything was closed and we couldn't make these meetings, organize these meetings that are the core of global business owners, as I told you. So what we did is we took that opportunity to rethink lots of things about the club. One of the main changes that we undertook is the creation, the setting up of an ambassador team. An ambassador team that will help us increase our footprint, our global footprint, and keep opening city hubs around the world. Because we believe that Dbo, one of the key things of Dbo is being international and having a network which the members can benefit from. So that's the first thing we did. Apart from that, we took the time to also rethink what Dbo is, what's our purpose, our values, what's our mission, what you guys, what our members want, and what our members need, and try to align all our operations in order to bring value to you guys, which are the core of Dbo, of course, our members. And we also increased or created or boosted our virtual offering with a wide variety of virtual talks, seminars, online sessions, trainings, etc. And that is here to stay. That will be added to the club as one more value to our members, as a catalyst to foster international interaction as a complement to local hubs and interaction. And here we are today in the new Gbo. So you will see that we have a new name, it's Gbo. We are no longer global business owners, we are Gbo, and we are the Unboring Business Club, because we really believe that networking doesn't have to be boring. So what is our purpose? Our purpose is to boost the evolution of business networking for founders, for entrepreneurs, for investors, and for C-level and top-level executives. We have a mission and we have a vision. The vision is to be recognized as the reference for value-added business networking, but also with social responsibility. And we want to do that in order to try to get our members to grow and develop personally and professionally in a fun, warm, easygoing, and friendly atmosphere. What is our mission? Our mission is to keep fostering and getting our members to harness an international network, a long-lasting relationship into a trustworthy network that will help us share knowledge, discuss and develop ideas, and have fun while we are having networking together. We are supportive, we are positive, and we help our members when we can. Whenever we have an opportunity, we'll help our peers. And we do that, we are mandated to do that as one of the key values of Dbo. We are here to help each other, to help other members. So why would networking be boring? There's no reason for that. So welcome to the Unboring Business Club. And we have a new face. This is our new logo. I see all kinds of reactions when I show it, but it's an explanation behind it. We wanted our logo to be the reflection of what we want to be. We want to be fun, we want to be warm, we want to be easygoing, we want to be friendly. But we want to be clearly recognized as the evolution of networking. And what does that mean? Well, that means growth, business, and opportunity. Growth, personally and professionally, is what we are looking for. We want our members to realize growth, both in the personal and professional levels. We want business. Business is one of the core goals for everyone in the club, for all our members. And opportunity to have fun together, opportunity to meet with nice people, opportunity to exchange ideas with other peers, opportunities to share knowledge, and opportunities to create business connections all around the world. This is a quick look at the website. The website's still undergoing. We are developing a whole new website together with an app that will bring us user experience, usability, lots of other tools, and we expect to have that ready by September, October this year. I want to thank Federico Piergentili and Quality Knock because they are helping us from Dbo Mallorca, so thank you, Fede. I told you that we are 12 shareholders from 4 countries, from Sweden, from Switzerland, from Spain, and from Germany. Some of them are here with me. I have the pleasure of having them here. And we are all Gbo members, and we were all Gbo members before getting to be shareholders. And there's a reason behind that, because we want that our shareholders, the shareholders behind the club, share our values, share our goals, and work together to execute our strategic goals. There are many strategic goals for Dbo, but there's one that can be the summary of all of them all. We want to maximize the value for our members. Today, I'm offering all members the opportunity to become lifetime members and also to become part of the shareholder team of Dbo. We are looking for 10 more members that will be part of the shareholding team, so we can create a core team that is strong, that is stable, and that will be in the center of everything as it happens. I have had the opportunity to receive interest and comments from many of you. Thank you for that, and we'll close the process very soon, and we'll keep in touch. So, I explained before that the purpose of Dbo is to boost the evolution of networking. What does that mean? For us, that means a combination of a core and key services. What is our core? Our core, as you all know, is to be organizing business networking in an easygoing, warm, fun, and friendly atmosphere, because we believe that that is the best way to build trustworthy and long-term relationships with our peers, with our fellow members, with guests, etc. But apart from that, that was our core from the beginning and will continue to be our core, we want to complement that with key services. We will have a backbone of 4 key services that I'm going to briefly explain now, because I have with me the leaders and of those key services that will explain them with a bit more detail. But I'll briefly describe them. We have Gbo Matchmaking, with which you can access to the connections you're looking for. It doesn't matter if you're looking for advice, if you are looking for someone to share your ideas with, or maybe you're just looking for a bunch of like-minded peers for your next business trip. It doesn't matter. Just let us know what you need, and we will try to find the right connections for you within the Gbo network. We also have Gbo Think Tank. Gbo Think Tank is designed to accelerate your business. We have put together a very strong team of business executives that are really expert in their fields, in a variety of backgrounds, in a variety of geographies, that will help you no matter what your need is. It doesn't matter if it's your plan to go digital. It doesn't matter if you are trying to establish a new channel for your sales. It doesn't matter if you're trying to perform or practice an investor pitch. We will have at your disposal the think tank to help you achieve your goals. And those sessions can be held locally within your city hub or virtually, so you get an international feel of experts. The Gbo Executive Services will put a pool of expertise at your disposal. We are very lucky, and I'm very proud to have lots of talents and lots of expertise surrounding me in Dbo. So that is what we want to use in the good sense for the executive services. If you need mentoring, if you need coaching, if you need sales training, you can access the executive services, and you will find an expert that will give you that advice in unbeatable conditions. And finally, we have the Startup Hub. The Startup Hub will help people turn ideas into action. It is a hub that will try to help startups in the early stages of their development, which is the moment that is most critical for startups. It's the moment where they need more advice, more support. We have designed an array of services together with a permanent advisory board that will try to help startups get to their goals. And now, with the help of my beautiful team, I'll get into them. So, as I said, the Gbo Startup Hub is one of the key services, and it was born because we had, at the beginning of this year, February, March, we held our first Gbo Startup Award. We had more than 20 startups signing up from a variety of countries. And after that process, we had 3 winners that many of you know, Gbo, Kundal, and Yaliyomo. And the feedback around it was so good that we decided to establish a startup hub to help them. They are the founding members, those 3. And now I'm happy to say that we have more startups signed up. We have 7 startups, including one that is here today, in the startup hub. So now, let me introduce you to Antonio López-Esparza, who will be leading this key service. Antonio, please. Thank you. Yes.
Well, hello, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank Miguel for letting me have the pleasure and the honor to lead, to coordinate this new initiative, the Startup Hub. I'm Antonio, I'm in Spanish, living in different countries. I'm a member of Gbo since November last year, and I'm really having a lot of fun, and hopefully in the coming months it will be even funner. So Miguel asked me to explain a little bit more about some details about the Startup Hub, where we are, where it's going to be, and what are the steps that we're following in order to put it into practice.
Sorry, Antonio, could you go closer to the microphone, please? Because we don't hear you.
Now you hear me better?
Yes, much better. Thank you.
Thank you for saying. Well, Startup Hub, what is it going to be? As Miguel said, the main objective of the startup is just to help those entrepreneurs, those new ideas in the earlier stage of their life, which is the most critical under our point of view, in order to help them succeed. And we're going to do it in two ways. The first is we're going to give them regular advice. And the second thing, we're going to give them visibility. What does it mean by regular advice? As Miguel said, we're building a team of experts from different disciplines, from different parts of the world, from different experiences, in order to make sure we're going to identify the needs of the startups at every moment. At every demand of a startup, we will be able to build a specific team dedicated to focus on that need. Up to date, we have already members from different countries who are members of this advisory board. So we are building a team of around 15 to 16 people. And now in a moment, I will explain why 15 or 16 people that are based already in 5 countries. I'm talking about UK, Italy, Switzerland, Argentina, and Spain, covering the most important, I would say, areas of a business. I'm talking about funding and investment. I'm talking about finance, digital, branding, legal, people, HR, and operations. So the team members that are already on board have expertise in one or some of these areas, right? So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna leave it okay because I don't need it anymore. We are planning to fix meetings twice a month, I would say. Every 2 weeks, we're gonna have a meeting with advisors in order to give support and answer to the startups, right? So right now, we need to double the team of advisors from all over the world. So my first request to you, because it's not my task, it's the task of everybody, is to build a team. I'm already in conversations with additional people who are not still on board. So my first request to everybody is, if you believe that you have expertise in any of these areas that I just mentioned, you are mainly not in Spain because we have too many people interested in Spain to participate. Miguel hits me every time because we are global. We are not Spanish, so we are global. So I will appreciate that you contact me and you say, Antonio, I would like to join the team. Sorry about the joke about Spain, because for sure people from Spain are more than welcome to be part of it, because the most numerous the number of the team is, the better, in order to give service to the people, right? So the first request from me to you is just, if you want to join, just raise your hand, contact me directly. I will be more than a pleasure. And the second thing, first of all, is advice. So imagine a startup. Don't imagine. Last week or this week, I've been talking with Hernan. Please allow me to give you an example. 2 days ago, we had a meeting, we had a lunch, and he told me, Antonio, I need support from you and from the startup hub. Hernan, what do you want? Well, we discussed together the value proposition he has, the business model, the situation of the company. We look at the figures, we look at everything. And finally, we decided, or he told me, I didn't say anything, Hernan, what do you need support from? What I need to talk about, I need you to challenge my business proposal in order to make me grow faster and better. So that's the first need we have already in the Startup Hub. So my main role now is to try to put all the team members from the advisory that can give support to Hernan, try to share with them all the information and look for a date in order to have a conversation together or with Hernan in order to help them. So that's the idea of the Startup Hub. A very dynamic model in order to give support to everyone from GBO who has a new model, a new startup, a new business, in order to give them support and help and make sure we are all together in order to build this growth, I mean, as was said at the beginning. Second thing is visibility. Okay, first, we need to give you support, but for sure, some new ideas need to have visibility in the market to attract customers, to attract stakeholders, to attract whoever. Right now, Miguel is working together with the team in order to build new channels. It's not going to be only the web. You already know that we're building a new, how we say, app in order to communicate. They will have exclusive channels in order to share information among themselves. Not only a startup with the advisory board, but all the startups together. They will be able to share ideas, to share best practices. So this is going to be good because we're going to grow from internally. And also we're going to, all these events that are annually held, interviews, all the channels that we can build. And we are thinking on it in which way we can even, we say, build more channels in order to help all the startups and the entrepreneurs to have more visibility in the market and to create more attraction to whoever to want to put money, to support, to be part of the team. What are we now? We are 3 steps that we're focusing on. The first one, as I just said, is to finally build the team of advisors. We have already 8 people on board, very, I would say, committed people that are going to invest a lot of the time in order to prepare information, in order to talk with the startups, in order to give support and to help them grow. So we need more people. At least I need to double the team that we have today. So I remind and I repeat myself, please, any volunteer, raise your hand, tell me, Antonio, I want to be part of it. Right? The second thing where we are now, I just forget it. Yeah, it's very important. We're going to put all the advisors together in order to make sure we work in the same way. So we need to fix the rules of the game of the team in order to make sure we work together, we work aligned with the same objective and target, and we are not overloading too much either the job or the time on these people because we all, or most of us, have a job or things to do. So the idea is to try to work efficiently in order to give the right added value to the startups. So we are now thinking about how to work together. As soon as the team is finished, we will, I would say, have a meeting together in order to, as I say, fix the rules of the game. And the last step, which is not the less important, even the most important, right now we're starting to listen to the members of GBO who has a startup saying, Antonio, I need support on this, on this, on this. Miguel is receiving a lot of requests. My advice to you and my request is contact me directly because it's faster and more efficient. Directly, Antonio, because afterwards Miguel send me a mail, send me a WhatsApp, and then I have to contact Miguel, say, contact the startup, and this is being a bit not very efficient, I would say. So you have my data information, you have all my, if you don't have it, ask for it, I will send it to you because it will be quicker and more efficient. So right now we are listening to those who need support, advice, whatever, in order to start organizing the first meetings. So that's all. First request, join the advisory board meeting, a team. Second, ask for support. I know there are many startups, many entrepreneurs in the GBO community. If you need any advice, any support, profit the opportunity or the talent that we have internally in order to support yourself. So thank you very much, Miguel. Hope to see you soon and to talk to everybody, I mean, in the coming future. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Antonio. So let's move now, sorry, to the GBO think tank. As I told you, we had to reinvent ourselves during 2020. And one of the things that we had planned before the pandemic was to create some kind of advisory board, some kind of think tank, some ideas to try and help in the true spirit of GBO, try to help other members. When the pandemic hit us, of course, we thought that that was the right time to try to help other members because, well, The pandemic hit us all, but hit us harder depending on the industry we were in and depending on the business you had. So we decided to put it in place. It was very informal, very rushed, so to speak, and very, let's say, not planned. But the feedback we had, even by rolling it out like that, the feedback we got from advisees and advisors was very good. So we said, well, let's move forward with it. And that is why Weinreich is here today with us. He will be leading this key service. So Uwe, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miguel. So I'm Uwe from Berlin, and you know it pretty well. Well, we had some discussions going on last year. I would even say some friendly quarrels sometimes, and everybody who's at least married or in a very tight relationship knows that these friendly quarrels lead to a fonder relationship afterwards. And that was the case as well with Dbo. And so I took over these initiatives to create the Dbo think tank, or to rethink the Dbo think tank. I didn't do it on my own alone, because we found so many. Do we have them here? No, we don't have them here. Yeah, oh, we have them here. We've got 20 bright minds motivated already to contribute to the think tank. And I know that there are many more who might contribute later on. But we started with these 20 people trying to build something that can help Gbo and the members and the public in total. So what is the idea? We had the Gbo think tank last year, which was internally for members, and which was not so well organized, but it worked from the start. So we reworked this a little bit. And one idea was, when we have so many bright minds, and I think Gbo is full of bright minds, really. When we have so many bright minds, why do you struggle with all the strategic questions on your own? So there's a lot of people that can help you. So the first thing we thought about was to install a Gbo internal think tank, something that you can use, that a headquarter can use, and that can help Gbo to develop over time to get better and better. And the second thing is what you know already from last year, that we offer the bright minds within a more structured way to everyone who's a member of Gbo. So every member, everyone who's there or who joins Gbo has the right to ask through think tank, like it is the case with a startup hub. So you can get support. And this is something that really convinced me during Corona, because we had meetings online where mutual support worked so very well, and we wanted to continue that. So here we've got the Gbo think tank for Gbo members and for members only. And it's divided in two different settings. One is more personally related, so saying, okay, I'm in front of a personal development, maybe taking over in a new position or finding a new investment or company, and I don't know how to deal with it personally. So this is something where we have people who can support in these questions. And on the other hand, we have the member think tank for those specific, really expertise related questions. So we're going to set it up, I think, in autumn, in September, October, somewhere when we are prepared well, and then you can find it on the Gbo website. And we added another thing, something that I love very much, because I think Gbo is growing really globally. And there are so many things that we can contribute, not only to ourselves and to members, but also to the public, to a broader audience. Because we have a perspective as business owners that is different from many institutions that run surveys on so many things. So what we are installing right now, which is not finished yet, is the public Gbo think tank, where we're going to discuss, where we're going to elaborate solutions, ideas, trend studies, something like that, that can lead to a better business globally. And we're going to publish that as a summarization for free for everyone. So it's a kind of media as well for you, Miguel, to make Gbo more public. And on the other hand, of course, the deep insights will be sold. So it's a refunding of Dbo work as well. So these are the three pillars that we have so far. If you have any questions, you can ask me later on, or maybe even for the ones who are watching online, you can send me an email or a notice anyway. So please feel free to get in touch to ask me questions. And I'm happy to see you later on.
Thank you very much, Uwe. And special thanks because you came all the way from Berlin, and I really appreciate that. So, Gbo Executive Services is the third service, the third key service that we are offering. As I said many times, and I repeat now, Gbo is the people that make part of Gbo. We have an incredible amount of talent and expertise. So we thought, well, why don't we harness that? And we put together a service or a pool of services that we can offer to our members so they can also benefit from this pool of expertise. And that is why Maitén Panella is here today. She will explain more because she will be leading the executive services. So Maitén, please. And special thanks because you also came all the way from the. Yeah, so.
Thank you. All right. So I put this here, right? If I can. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Miguel. Oh my God. It's broken.
Oh, I think it's working. Is it working? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
That's better. That's better. Okay, let's begin again. Thank you, Miguel. Good evening, everybody. I'm delighted to be in Madrid. It's one of the cities in the world that I love the most. I'm Italian, but I had the wonderful possibility of moving here to Spain 10 years ago. I lived in Madrid for 2 years. And now I live very near Valencia, which is a fantastic, Levante, it's a fantastic place. And I have the honor to be part of Gbo. And as Miguel said, Gbo is us, each one of us, with our expertise, with our journeys, with our fights, with the things that we create every day. And this is one of the things that was at the core when we began to think about creating Gbo Executive Services. We were thinking about the members. What do members need? And what is best that an offer that a member can give to another member, that a business owner can offer to another business owner? So I think that this particular key service is fantastic, mainly because it is a connection, good evening, because it is a connection between members with experts willing to help others. So it doesn't matter the problem that you are facing. Let's say that you have a problem with your marketing, or that you really need to understand better what marketing is. Or maybe you need to rebrand completely your strategy and begin from zero, even not just the logo, but the whole idea. So you need really an architect in branding. Or maybe you need to improve your skills in public speaking. Or maybe you need to go deeper and understand why your teams behave on a certain way. Or simply, you need to understand yourself better as a business owner. So the service is very simple. We are going to have a dedicated page. On that page, you're going to find the picture of each one of the experts and a little very short explanation of the service that we are happily sharing with you. You just need to click on that particular link that will lead to an email or to a booking calendar. And that's it. Of course, it is something that we are really happy to do. What we are, by now we are 12, from 10 to 12, and we will probably be growing in the future. And we really, we are looking forward to have you. We are looking forward to give you support. We can support you. You are not alone. We are not alone. We are Gbo. Thank you.
Well, after the problems, the technical problems that I have with YouTube, seeing that mic falling, well, yeah. Anyway, it is working. So the next key service is Dbo Matchmaking. And when someone joins Dbo, one of the first things they are looking for is international connections or local connections, but connections in the end. They want to connect to other minds, to other peers, to like-minded businessmen and women that can help them or to whom they can help. So we thought that why don't we make that process easier and create a service in which you can find those connections easily. I have here with me, well, not here, unfortunately, but she will join remotely, Viktoria Baranyai, who will be leading the service. So Vicky, all yours. I don't know if you can hear us, Vicky. I think we have again.
Hi, everybody. Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay.
Vicky, unfortunately, I think the connection is not very good. So for time reasons, I will go ahead and explain it. I'm sorry. Sorry for the technical.
No problem.
So, well, there's little to say because it's quite simple. You have a specific need, we can help you find it within the Gbo International Network. And we have opened several channels in which you can do that. Basically, an email to which you can direct your requests, or we have opened a noisy channel that you can use to post those needs. Basically, what we will do then is try to find the right match to your need and then send it to you. Easy as that. Thank you, Vicky, and I'm sorry you didn't have the chance. So I told you before that in 2020, we had lots of time to think, as I imagine many of you or most of you. And one of the things that we decided to do is to set up a team of ambassadors. What is the purpose of that? To keep increasing our international footprint, opening new city hubs, and increasing that trustworthy network of international connections. In order to do so, we looked for different professionals in different territories, and from Argentina to Dubai, Canada to the Philippines, we created a team. I hope I have Kimberley on the line with me, Kimberley Reynolds, who is the ambassadors team lead, and also UK and Ireland ambassador. Kim, all yours.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me okay? Yes? Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
I know that everybody who's virtually at the moment might not be able to see the screen as well. So I'm just going to share my screen instead of putting my camera on, because I just want to share with you who the ambassadors are. So give me 1 second. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so as Miguel has mentioned, we have set up the Gbo Ambassadors, and it's just a brilliant way to keep within the ethos of the club, to grow and to be able to grow into different cities and hubs, as we're saying now, and move forward basically. So we have a fantastic team, and I'm very happy to have taken over the responsibility of managing this team of ambassadors, and they've all got the vision and the drive to develop their regions and their hubs and to continue to work towards growing at Gbo worldwide. We also have a wonderful group of presidents, people who handle meetings on the ground when we are able to do those in certain locations again, and all of us, ambassadors and presidents, as I said, we've got the aim to improve your experience and to bring new faces and members to the club to help grow, as I said, not just in one location, but worldwide. So as you can see from the screen, we have a lovely group with us at the moment. We have Barbara in Germany, Scott and Tomas in Canada. Daniel has taken on a massive area of Argentina, Paraguay and Uruguay. Petros with Cyprus and Greece. Mungi is in UAE. I handle the UK and Ireland as well as the team. We have Frank in the Netherlands, Leanne in Hong Kong, Nad in Switzerland, TJ in the Philippines, and Mitja is the Baltics. So a great team. Can you all just bear with me 1 second while I enter 2 people that have just added? I apologise. Apologies. So yeah, we do have a great team. We'll be hosting launch and relaunch events for all areas in probably September time, as most restrictions should have lifted. And so hopefully many of you will be able to join us and get involved and support your ambassadors and presidents. Or if you know anyone who may be interested in expanding and taking on a region, please let me know and let them get in touch, and we can continue to look to grow. But as I said, as a team with the ambassadors, we are aiming to create meetings and events to help keep you excited and keep everybody connected worldwide and enjoying the club and your hub. And grow every location. So any questions, any thoughts for anyone that has on that side of things, but the ambassadors are key for growing and developing worldwide. So please reach out to them, please interact with them. And of course, myself, if you do need anything. But I won't keep you long because I know that we've extended a little bit. So thank you all. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening, for those of you that are.
Thank you, Kim. Being part of DBO is not just becoming part of the Unboring Business Club. It's also a door to lots of things, lots of interesting opportunities that come from our partners. We have signed lots of alliances and partnerships of late, trying to maximize the value to our members, and we will keep doing so. I want to show you some of the agreements and alliances that we have signed and how you can benefit from them. The first one is the Opportunity Network. DBO has partnered with the Opportunity Network, so you guys, by being part of DBO, can access that network. That network is an international network of more of 45,000 business leaders. And there you can have plenty of opportunities internationally. You can buy, you can sell, you can invest, and you can raise funds. It is not a club like ours, it's just a network for opportunities, to clear opportunities. So I invite you to join it via our exclusive agreement with them. Womanthon was born to bring down the barriers that hold women in the 21st century from achieving their goals professionally and personally. DBO aligns with that purpose, and we have partnered with Womanthon to co-host what they call hackathons. A hackathon is basically a journey in which we will hold together hacking seminars and other kind of workshops in order to try to keep empowering women and bringing talent, women, female talent to DBO. I want to announce to you today that in September this year, we will hold our first hackathon together, DBO and Womanthon hackathon together, and it will be held here in Madrid, most probably here, and most probably on the 17th of September, but I will disclose all the details later on. And then we are planning to bring the same concept all around the city hubs that DBO has around the world. Noisy is an integrated tool for communications that allow us to communicate with encrypted messaging, with video conferencing, file transfer and file sharing, and many other things like tasks, calendars, etc. We thought that that would contribute to our efficiency and to our communication. So we have implemented it internally in Gbo for you guys to communicate with each other and with the headquarters, and we can also communicate with you in an efficient way. And we have also agreed with Noisy to give a 50% discount to all the Gbo members that want to implement Noisy for their own companies. Noe was born to revolutionize the business cards industry by turning business card in paper to business cards in digital format as a marketing tool. So we have partnered also with Noe, and they offer a complimentary Gbo business card to all Gbo members, and also special conditions if you want to bring that to your own company and multiple users. Then NewU, it's one of the partners that I have that I like the most for the only reason that it was born within Gbo. Two members from the Netherlands, Gijs and Yvonne, partnered to develop this app. They were introduced by the Gbo Benelux ambassador, Frank, and they decided to join forces and develop this app. This app is an app that will help you make or have better habits, better health habits, improve your hours of sleep, improve your exercise, your nutrition, etc. And as that is one of the keys for everyone, but especially for business owners to be more productive, NewU is offering their app for free for all Gbo members. Shoutout was born to revolutionize the way you perform or you create videos, marketing videos, and online videos with just a phone. It lets you record a video of yourself with special branding and templates that you can pre-create, and we have pre-created templates of Dbo so you can record videos, and you also can implement that in your own company at a special discount, of course. Canary is a tool designed to improve your presence online, your online presence, to your online relevance, especially in your social media profiles. So what they are offering to the Gbo members because of our partnership, it's a free analysis of your online presence. They will walk you through the changes that you can make to your pictures, to your articles you write, to the recommendations you do, to the things you share, and they will try to make you have a better presence there on special conditions again. El MBA del Empresario, Entrepreneur MBA, is a master degree that is fully online. It's micro learnings, audiovisual micro learnings, and it also has a platform with lots of tools for your own development, made by business owners for business owners, and we have also signed an agreement by which we can have special conditions when we join. For now, it's just in Spanish, but in the future they are planning to integrate it in more languages. Then IWG is one of the biggest, the largest provider of share workspaces. They have brands like Regus and Spaces and Signature, and they are offering us a 10% discount whenever we have or lease a space wherever they are present. And it is not here, but we have a last minute partnership with a golf club, an international golf club called the W Club, which integrates golf with business, and we also have special discounts when we join. So this is basically what we have today, and of course we will keep working to keep increasing the value that we offer. And now this is the call to action for those of you who are still not Gbo members. I invite you to join Gbo, to join and start your journey in the Onboarding Business Club, because we can have all of this, all that I described, for just 5 600 euros per year. Or if you're a startup, 300 euros per year. So that is an opportunity that you can't miss. Start your journey today and start feeling proud to be Gbo. No. Now is my time to say thank you. And I have a long list of thank yous, so I will start. First of all, thank you to our members, all the Gbo members. I'm honored to have many of you here with me today and on Zoom. You're not here, but I know that you are there. So I thank you because Gbo is you, it's us. Without members, Gbo would be nothing, and you make Gbo. So thank you for that. We have suffered during the last year and a half. I know that many of you also suffered, and I personally felt your support, and I thank you for that. Then I also want to give my thanks to ex-members and guests, because, well, you have made part of what Gbo is today. Without your contribution, Gbo wouldn't be here. I want to thank my team, my closest team, Vicky and Kimberley, who are there by my side every day. So I appreciate that. I want to thank Maitén, Antonio, Uwe, who will be leading the key services. I thank you for devoting your time and efforts for the success of those key services. I want to thank Alvaro because he is always supporting me in the background on a daily basis, and I really appreciate that. And I want to thank all the ambassadors, presidents, vice presidents, hosts, because you are key and you will be key in the development of Gbo. You will shape what Gbo will be in the future, and you will expand the Gbo footprint internationally. I want to especially thank Leah Giardinetti, Joe Hess, and Chris Smith, who is here with me, because you guys have done an incredible work. You have worked endless hours trying to build the purpose of Gbo, trying to know the needs, running surveys with members, trying to assess what we need to do, building the brand, building the image. So I really appreciate your job, your work, and your cooperation. And I want to thank the warehouse because we are here today in this magnificent venue. And finally, I want to thank you all for being here today with me, be it here in Madrid or via Zoom. So let us start working for you. Let us start bringing value to you, and let us work so you start feeling, as we all do, proud to be Gbo. Thank you. And now questions here via Zoom, whatever, to me, to the key services leaders, to other members. I don't know. It's your time. You can send your questions later if you have one.
No, I have one.
Go ahead, Reynolds.
So one of the key changes also is the member state, because as I understood before, it was a global business owner, it was business owner that belonged to the club. Now it's open to executives, to other background of members, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, sure.
Which is
Sure, I will explain the rationale behind that.
thanks.
In the beginning, it was called Global Business Owners because we thought that this club was only for business owners. Well, yeah, okay. In the beginning, it was Global Gents, but then Global Business Owners. Thank you for that. That's Chris, because he was one of the only members of the Global Gents. So, yeah. Good point, good point. Okay. So, yeah, after Global Gents, we were Global Business Owners. And the reason why we are now opening to key or top level executives is because we see that some key executives that have joined the club have many things to bring in and many things to benefit from the club. So we said, well, there's nothing that will limit us to give them, to take them apart from the club, because they can still benefit from it and they can still contribute. So as long as it's someone that enjoys business networking in this fun, warm, and easygoing and friendly atmosphere that we are creating, they are welcome. More questions?
I think, Gerald, you've got a couple of questions, I think, on there. Sorry, my very London accent popping out. I apologise. If you want to unmute and ask instead of the chat.
Are they in the chat? I can't read the chat, Kim, so if you could read that out, please.
Okay, I was just going to see if you wanted to ask. You've said, how to connect, is there one line of email, so one entry? I wasn't quite sure what that meant, so hopefully you're still there and can let us know what you mean so we can answer.
Is that regarding the matchmaking?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking.
I think so, because it's the only email I talked about.
Yeah.
So well, I will answer to that. I don't know if the question is that, but well.
Thank you.
The Gbo matchmaking, what? The Gbo matchmaking service can be accessed through an email or through a noisy channel. We have shared those details, but we can share them again, and we will. But it's I can't remember right now, but I think it's Gbo support global business owners. But I will give all the details. So Andrew.
Around the whole stack of new services.
No, there are. Okay. The question from Andrew was that if all these extra services and extra value that we're bringing to members is bringing the price up, or if it's all included in the same pricing that we have. The answer is no or yes. No is no, we are not increasing the price. Yes, we are keeping 500 euros. And we can do that because, as I said, Dbo is the people that make Dbo. So the key services will be led by members of Dbo, and the services that we are providing are all included in the fee. Does that answer your question? Great. Any more questions?
Yes, Martin has asked, where has the question gone? Are we changing domain names from global business owners, etc.?
Yes, we are Dbo. Domain name. No, not the domain name for now, at least. That could be in the future, but for now, just because of operational easiness, the domain remains as is. We could make the change in the future, but unfortunately, gbo.com is not available. So until we find an alternative that will work, there's no problem that I can see for using globalbusinessowners.com as the domain. In fact, the Spanish company that is behind Dbo will remain as Global Business Owners SL. So, yeah. But we are changing the branding. We will be Dbo. So I remind you, is growth. Well, it's their growth, business, and opportunity. More questions?
Hello, Miguel. Hello, do you hear me?
Hey, Nita. Yes, I can hear you.
Greetings and really thank you for a great presentation and everything which you do, guys, in Spain and all around the world. I have one question. Do we will start using logo Gbo growth business opportunity after the website is developed, or we will start already now when we inviting the people? Because now if we can start inviting executives, Probably we cannot use any more global business owners. How will
Okay,
be the transaction from to go out from GBO, like global business owners, to the growth business opportunity when you're inviting the people? That's what is my question.
Yeah, from now on, as from tomorrow, we will change our logo. We are going to slowly implementing all changes in wording, etc., in our LinkedIn profiles, etc. And of course, in all the invitations and all the marketing that we do, we will be GBO.
Okay, thank
So,
you.
the global business owners name as a brand and as a concept is scrapped.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Thank you. More questions from the people here in Madrid or via Zoom? I see that you are all hungry and wanting to go to the garden, right? Or thirsty. That's it. That's it. That's it. We're going to experiment some fun, easygoing, friendly, and warm atmosphere. So if you have no other questions, guys, because I can read the chat. Kim, I don't know if there are other questions.
I'm answering the chat back that we need to. So anything, we've got one more question, sorry. One question about the stock options. Will those still be open to any current members? From, apologies if I've said this wrong, but Albertinus.
What, say the last bit again?
One question about the stock options. Will those still be open to any current members?
Yeah, in principle, we are looking to expand from 12 to 22 to 25 members that are also shareholders. By becoming a lifetime member of GBO, and that's 5,000 euros, you also get shares of GBO, around 0.5% of the company. And that is open to all members. But if you are interested in that, please let me know, because I already received many interest from that, and we don't want to grow it too much. So if any of you guys want to know more about, please address me directly, WhatsApp, email, Noisy, whatever. Okay. Anything else in the room or in Zoom? Kim?
I don't have anything else. If anyone does, let me know. But for the moment, I haven't got anything.
Okay, so unless anyone unmutes themselves physically or virtually, I thank you again. I hope you enjoyed, and I really hope that you appreciate all the value that we're trying to bring to both members and guests. So thank you. Bye from Madrid. I'll let the crowd say goodbye now. Say goodbye. Bye.